Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Alex Marquez's harsh words against Honda. Now, Alex Marquez was with Honda for 3 years, and he's given us a little bit of insight into what actually happens within the Honda team, and especially throughout this year, what had happened. Now, he did have 2 podiums for Honda in his 3 years, which is definitely not a great record, but have to remember, Alex is a 2-time world champion, so the pedigree and the skill level is 100% definitely there. Was the Honda bike enabling him to show his true potential? I don't know, I don't think so. But, what he did say was that, straight out, that if your name is not Marc Marquez, then it's going to be difficult to find your space and your voice within Honda. He said, "I've never felt productive in Honda. It was always difficult for the rider. In HRC, they only react when Marc is around. When things get complicated, if no one calls, they sleep. This is the reality. We've seen it this season. The improvements only came when Marc said what was needed. Then, when they put me in LCR, I felt alone and unimportant. From Honda, not from the team, who I've always had a great relationship with." He also said that finishing out the season was quite tough mentally for him. Due to what happened with Honda, the last few months have been very, very difficult, he said. A change was needed. Staying would have meant dying. I want to race. I know I have a fast bike now, and this is important for the rider. What happened will depend on my right wrist. And I think this is 100% right. But again, I always believe, and I can understand that works teams will definitely stop a rider from getting new parts or understanding new parts, going to a new team or a new manufacturer if, once they sign for a new manufacturer. However, I do genuinely believe Honda are in so much trouble. And let's be fair, right? He was going from Honda to a Ducati. Do you know what I mean? Honda are trying to copy parts from Ducati. Do you know? And they're trying to catch up with Ducati, and they're trying to beat Ducati. But they're probably in last place of the teams and the bikes that you'd want to ride. So it's not like you were going from a Ducati to a Honda where you could bring already working, proven ideas of a great handling bike or a very good, or like even with the Aprilia bike, it is definitely something I think Honda missed a trick with here, is that by stopping the development of, or giving them development parts, both for Alex Marquez and Paul Espargaro, I think Honda have missed a lot of data that they could have picked up on. Sure, you don't have to give them the swing arm, but they could have done aero testing, they could have done electronics testing, whatever they needed to do, they could have done it. But I just think Honda blatantly stopping developing the bike, stopping giving them parts, I think they've missed it out. But it's really interesting to see that even when Marc went out, nothing happened within Honda until he came back. And while it is good to see that they're starting to take effect, it is terrible to see that the team is built around one person and that they cannot develop the bike without that person there. It's definitely, again, going down on an all eggs, one basket sort of route, and I think it's just the same mistake that Honda are making over and over again. And I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Definitely leave them in comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another